In her civil lawsuit, Cassie said that she was the victim of abuse, assault, and at the hands of Diddy.
He will be sued. And I say will be because nothing has been filed yet by at least 120 people in the next 30 days.
Imagine working in the shadows of one of the most notorious prisons in the country, a place where whispers echo through the halls and secrets are buried behind every locked door. Now, picture the chaos when one of the world's biggest music moguls, Diddy, a man who once ruled the entertainment world with unmatched flair, finds himself thrown into this grim reality. Sounds like a Hollywood script, right? Well, according to anonymous accounts from inside the Metropolitan Detention Center, this is no fiction, and the stories, they're as wild as the man himself.
That Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City. Sources say federal agents with Homeland Security investigation took him into custody. Charges are unclear at this time. Combs' attorney telling CNN that we are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is an unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office.
What makes this story even more captivating is how it all began. Diddy's arrest wasn't just a public shock. It sent shockwaves through the entire prison system. Why? Because this wasn't your typical celebrity downfall. No, this was something much darker. The charges against Diddy were serious, and the courtroom drama kept the media buzzing for months. But when he was denied bail, not once, but 3 times, people quickly realized this wasn't going to end with some cushy house arrest in a Miami mansion. Instead, Diddy found himself in the notorious Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, a place infamous for its harsh conditions and eerie reputation. While most inmates would crumble under such a transition, Diddy reportedly walked in like he owned the place.
Incredible. And, it brings into context our whole system of innocent until proven guilty. Why is he not being given bond? We can debate that all day long. Of all people that are likely to flee or get away, or you have the resources to flee, you feel recognizable, and innocent until proven guilty. Well, yeah, but, we have to recognize there are degrees of innocent until proven guilty.
That's when things took a strange turn. An anonymous prison guard, who eventually left the job out of fear for their safety, came forward with chilling details about what life was really like with Diddy behind bars. According to this whistleblower, Diddy wasn't just another inmate. From the moment he arrived, it was clear he was being treated differently, almost like royalty. Rumors began swirling among the staff. Why was he here? Why wasn't he sent to a federal facility like other high-profile figures? Even the warden seemed uneasy, issuing strict orders to avoid asking questions and to stick to protocol. But as anyone who's worked in a prison knows, secrets don't stay buried for long. The first sign something was off came with the food. While the other inmates were stuck with bland, barely edible meals, Diddy's dinners were reportedly straight from a 5-star restaurant. Gourmet dishes, think roasted chicken, fresh vegetables, even desserts delivered on a cart every evening. And it wasn't just the food. Over time, more personal items began showing up in his cell: designer clothes, expensive headphones, even a leather-bound journal with gold initials. Not exactly standard issue for someone doing hard time, right? But it gets even stranger. The guard claims that Diddy's visitor list looked like a revolving door of the rich and powerful. Late at night, long after visiting hours, high-profile guests would arrive. These weren't typical prison visitors. No, they came in suits, some names instantly recognizable: business moguls, public figures, even people from Diddy's former circle. What were they discussing? No one knows for sure, but the guard says every visit left the staff on edge, as if something much bigger was unfolding behind those closed doors.
With all the money he has and all the resources he has, couldn't craft some solution that let him be under some form of house arrest. And again, sounds like special treatment. The truth of the matter is, to incarcerate somebody like him is expensive to all of us. We're taxpayers, and he's got to have unique situations. You can't put him in general population where everyone wants a piece of him and everyone wants to be his friend.
And then there were the glitches. According to the guard, the security cameras in Diddy's block would flicker and distort at the same times every night. Usually around 1 a.m. and again at 3 a.m., the footage would warp, freeze, or sometimes go completely dark before returning to normal. Message 8. When the guard brought this up to the tech team, they brushed it off as outdated equipment. But after weeks of the same strange pattern, it became clear this wasn't just a coincidence. Not long after, the guard complained that something or someone was manipulating the feed. During these blackouts, the whispers started. The guard describes hearing faint voices, almost like murmurs, late at night while patrolling the block. At first, they thought it was just their imagination, but the whispers grew louder, distinct enough to recognize laughter and fragments of words. Yet when they checked the cells, everything seemed normal. Diddy, for his part, didn't seem the least bit fazed. If anything, he appeared amused, as though he knew more than he was letting on.
Hey, real quickly, all that commissary stuff, he's not getting any of that. People in the SHU have an abbreviated list. So he's out of luck. No stake for him. Yeah, he is on watch. This guy thought he would have went home. All of a sudden, he didn't get bond. Remember, the first night that he was there,